Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, crap, I just realized I've got my phone sorted out. One sec, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello. How's it going there, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, Mr. Andy the Farmer? And yeah, and anybody else lurking out there. Let me just sort my phone out quickly. I totally forgot all about it. I'm terrible. Let's see. There. I just realized I haven't even got my earbud in. I'm so behind. It's terrible today. But yeah, how are you guys all doing? Hope you guys had a great couple of days since the last stream. Let's see, is this gonna work or not? It's connected, but buffering. Great. Oh, there we go. It's back again. Wi-Fi's having a funny 5 minutes. The weather at the minute over here in the UK is terrible. It really is. But lots of wind, lots of rain, stuff like that. Oh, gotta love it though. But yes, welcome back. So we are back on PB Rivers for the final time this week. So just finishing off the onion harvest. Obviously I've got all 3 fields now harvested. Just got to get it finished, picked up, which is what I'm doing right now. I've got a few fields ploughed over the last couple of days. The only thing I've got left to do really is the grapes, and then obviously get in and do some mowing. So yeah, I think today is going to be primarily doing grapes. I do have a little mod that Mr. Farmer Mark sent me. Hey Mama Do, how you doing? But yeah, if you guys, by the way, for those who are lurking out there, if you're not following Mr. Green Thumb Farmer or Mama Do, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. They are great content creators and definitely need your support. So yes, click on that link and give a follow. Yeah. But yeah, anywho, I'm okay. Yeah, not doing too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, so at the minute it's just really getting this sorted out. I think today is going to be primarily grape harvesting. Also, Mr. Farmer Marks did send me a mod over on Wednesday, which I do have installed, and tried it out, and it seems fine at the minute. I've done a partial row, and we'll get over to that in a minute. It's actually got 3 harvesting units on just one vehicle. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. It gets the job done hopefully that little bit quicker. One thing I did do is I went through and edited the capacity, because 10,000 and 14,000 really isn't that much when you're doing it yourself. Kind of like a slightly higher capacity, just to get a fair few rows done. It's literally I got about halfway, 3/4 of the way down, and it was almost full already. So yeah, of one row. It's like, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. And there is Mr. Farmer Marks. Welcome in, Mr. Farmer Marks. How are you doing today? And thank you very much for, not Farmer Marks, Shawnee should say. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. It's because I was talking about Farmer Marks, I got him on my mind at the minute. It's terrible. But Shawnee, thank you very much for that mega fart. Yeah, today I don't have any gas, so it's not me this time. So I'll blame it on you guys. But yes, it's definitely Friday, that's all I can say. Oh, yikes. There we go. So yeah, we'll get over to there, doing the grapes in a minute. I do have a hired helper currently ploughing up the long grain rice fields that I was harvesting the other day. So he's on the first one, he's got the second one to do, and I think apart from this field, I think most of them are now ploughed up ready. Obviously I do need to get in at some point this in-game month and start planting some wheat and some barley, which will probably be either over the weekend or next week to get that done. So yeah, we're going to just focus on farming for the moment. Obviously, one thing I'm going to do is next Wednesday. Hello, J-Dog. How you doing? And thank you very much for that. Hello there. Yes, good old Obi-Wan Kenobi, eh? Gotta love him. Just popping in and saying hello there. Yeah. So yeah, just going to carry on and yes, get this finished off. But yeah, I thought this would be an easier way of doing it rather than getting out the little harvester. And yes, it seems to work. I've actually filled up the preserve factory from the Highlands Fishery DLC with onions, and I've got some down at the Barrel Logistics that I've just dumped on the ground for the minute, plus whatever I get off this. So yeah, it's quite a bit coming off of these 3 little fields. So it's nice. It's got a high yield, shall we say, and low seed usage for it. It's kind of nice. I like it. And let's see, where was it? I'm sure I've seen on Andy the Farmer. Oh yes, Andy the Farmer, thank you very much for the 75 stream streak. Holy crap, you guys are amazing. You really, really are. I do not deserve your viewage, your followage and stuff. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, so not bad overall. It's been a kind of a steady, slow couple of days, but yes, it's good. Got a few plans for the weekend. Obviously, I need to take my daughter out to do some more photography for her college course. My wife also wants to go to IKEA. Kind of want to get a new couch, so she's seen one on their website. So we're going to go down, have a little look at it, try it out in the shop and stuff, and see how it goes. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I did get in, and oh, Mr. Shawnee, holy hikes! Well, see, you put me right off there, Mr. Shawnee. 110 stream streak. Wow, I wish I could get that high, but it never seems to happen. No matter who I watch, I can barely get over 20. I think the 20 was Farmer Marks, actually, I got to. Then, for some weird reason, Twitch had a funny 5 minutes and reset it. I got up to, I think it was 3 or 4 last week stream streak, and yeah, it reset again. It's like, what the heck's going on? And hello, Mr. Shawnee, over on YouTube, by the way. Hello, hello, hello. But yes, it's a fun one. It really, really is. But yeah, we'll get things sorted out for my daughter's birthday next month. Well, actually, March. So yeah, looking at getting presents for her. We've got some already been delivered, which was kind of nice today. So hopefully she'll be happy with what we've got her. So we'll have to wait and see, really. But hopefully, yeah, she'll like it. It's something she has been kind of asking for a while. So yes, thought we'd try and treat her a little bit this year. And oh wow, thank you very much for that 3 stream streak there, Mr. J Dog. But oh, I don't know if any of you guys have been watching Mr. Casket Man. Obviously, yesterday he was actually able to load up PV Rivers briefly on a server. However, he came out, added some mods, and after that it wouldn't load. So I don't know what the heck has gone on. He has sent me a couple of errors, which I think are actually Giants issues. So yeah, we'll have to see if he can get it working. We might be able to get some of you guys who want to play on a server up and running as well. So yeah, not quite sure what's going on. But one thing I don't know if anybody else has noticed this in their games at all, but if you open up your log right below where the mods are, hey Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good day to you too. And yes, if you're not following Mr. Farmer Marks, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. He was doing some Foundry yesterday, he was doing some Arc Raiders yesterday. Actually, it was about 3-4 streams yesterday. He also was doing some, is it Recycle Center Simulator or something like that? Yes, I was lurking. I might not have been chatting, but I was in there lurking, so yes. That's one I have seen in a few people playing, and it's an interesting little game, that's for sure. I had a server working but had issues and had to remove the limit breaker. Yeah, that's one thing that seems to be a common thing. A lot of people have said that it's something to do with the limit breaker. The weird thing is, I've actually, both me and Dajan have looked at the limit breaker and compared it against the ones that are the individual ones on the in-game mod hub. And they're practically identical. They really are. So why is it that the ones off the in-game mod hub seem to work and the limit breaker doesn't now? It used to. That's the thing. When the map, the first 6 months of the map coming out, it worked perfect, flawlessly. Let's put it that way. But for some weird reason, after I think it was update 1.8 or 1.9, I think it was, it seems to have gotten broken. It's really weird. It's almost like giving off a connection error type thing. So yeah, I have no idea about what the heck is going on with it. So if Casket can figure out what a workaround, we might be able to get some of you guys up on a server if you want to. So yeah. Mine had splines showing in-game, and a few of the bridges were partially built with lights. Yeah, that was one thing. When he loaded up his... Because it was a new save game that he was basically setting up. And obviously I was lurking for a little while, but when he actually got it up and running, even if it was only like 5 minutes, the buildable on the starter farm, that house... well, it did look like it was partially built. And yeah, personally I'd say just get rid of it, because I do know that people have mentioned that it does affect triggers. No idea why. It's kind of a weird thing. It just doesn't make any sense. That's the thing. And obviously I don't really do servers, so I can't really help, but I could maybe try and point in the right direction. But the biggest issue, if you remove the limit breaker, and a lot of people have mentioned this when you're on a server, it can mess up some of the factories. So yeah, you have to kind of try and find... yeah, if anybody does find a workaround, let us know, because it would help out a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I really, really don't know, and it's above my pay grade. The only thing I could think of possibly is maybe sending your logs into Giants and see if they can come up with something. Maybe it's something their end within the game that's causing the issue. But one thing I did notice, let me load up my log a sec. Go up to the top. So, well, I did actually go through my log, and I've been kind of ignoring it recently. But I did find after this last update, just before Christmas, I think it was, the interactive controls mod plus the 2 dashboard live mods are throwing a buttload of warnings for base game equipment and not being able to find certain displays, certain doors to open, stuff like that. So I basically removed all 3 of them. But the other thing I did find, and this was one thing that Casket seen on his server as well. So it's something within the game itself. It's this right here. I don't know if you guys can read it very easily, but it says error SL wrapper error E error invalid perimeter encountered in SLDLSS get optimal settings, whatever the heck that is. I've never seen that before until recently, so I don't know what the heck that is or what is even causing that. But it seems to be something within the base game because of the DLSS on there. So yeah, it just seems like ever since Giant started adding in the 3-frame generation back in 22, the game itself has started showing a lot more errors than it used to. And obviously now that they've added in DLSS and DLAA and this, that, and the other, what's kind of weird, mine is actually set to DLAA, not DLSS, so I don't know why that's even showing. It's kind of... I don't know! Hey PFs, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, that's the only error I've actually got in my log, and obviously if anybody does know a fix for that, please let me know, because I would love to get rid of the red. But yeah, that is, yeah, something from Giants. But yes, but apart from that, obviously I've got the usual couple of warnings from Grass and Meadow. Mr. Farmer Marks, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. So yeah, that's the one. There you go. So that's almost a full trailer what's that, 1,000,000 litres of onions in there, plus I've got a couple of 100,000 litres on the ground here of onions, so I need to find a storage for that. I thought Mr. Green Thumb had it in his, but the one I've got here doesn't seem to have onion as an option, so I'm going to have to look into that at some point. Yeah, the DLSS is something to do with the graphics settings, like for NVIDIA and stuff like that. I do have the current version of the graphic drivers on my computer. I actually installed them, still showing there. It's kind of weird. But yes, oh, he's nearly finished. Oh, I'll get over to him in a minute. But yeah, right now, so just to show you quickly, guys, on the catch-up. So the only thing yellow is obviously the grapes right here, which we're going to be tackling in a minute, and then the 5 fields of grass. So I've got this field to get ploughed, that field to get ploughed. I think this one as well, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so I'm literally going through all of my fields this year. That when they get harvested, they're going to be ploughed up as well. But yeah, I can actually come into here, settings. Yeah, the graphic settings in there, I think it'd be under. I can show you guys. Texture filtering, I think it's in here. Yeah, here, right here. So post, so anti-aliasing, whatever the analyzing. This bit right here, post-process anti-analyzing, whatever it's pronounced. DLAA. So yeah, I did actually change it up to DLSS to see if that made any difference, and it still came up with the error. So I don't know. I really don't know. Obviously, you've got your 3-frame generation there, the XS, whatever the heck that is for, I have no idea. But yeah, I usually just have it on the DLAA. But the thing is, as soon as I click on those DLSSs, I get that popping up, some warnings. So, yeah, so I don't know. The game seems semi-broken, should we say, with the graphic side of things. So that could be the biggest issue caused by not being able to get up on servers. But anyway, enough of that baloney. But yeah, this is the little harvester that Mr. Farmer Mark sent me the other day. Yes, more bad stuff from Giants. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, hey, Psychosis, by the way. How you doing, buddy? And Mr. PMs, hope you're okay. So this is something Mr. Farmer Mark sent me the other day. I do know this is up on King Mods. Obviously, the only thing that put me off getting it from King Mods was the amount of pop-ups that kept coming. So this is basically an edited version of the in-game Gregor GL86. Obviously, as you can see, it actually has 2 additional harvesting units on the side there. It's kind of weird because it has, this is a single unit, this is a single unit, this is a single unit that you all connect on together and go with that. It took me a little while to figure it out. You have to almost turn around and drive into the front of the side pieces to connect them. It's really annoying. Not too bad. Yeah, not doing too bad there, Psychosis. Not too bad. But yeah, obviously I've done this little strip right here, and I just realised that that did not update the capacity. I'm sure that should be set to 100,000. Let's have a look. So let's come back in here a second. This thing right here. Yeah, why is that not updated the capacity on there? It's kind of weird. It also does a different type of grape and apples. I have no idea what the heck they are. Maybe that's a mod that comes with it. But yeah, it's weird. But let me just check something. There. Did I do the wrong one? Is that what it is? No, that's got the left. That's got the right. Okay. Image. Pro. That's the right. That's the left. Let me just check to make sure I did. Fuel volume configuration, small tank. Should be 100,000 litres. The bigger capacity should be 140. I just basically added a 0 onto it because I knew that it'd take a lot to fill this up. There's... okay. It's got... why has it got... that's weird. It seems to have two... well, it's got a fill volume configuration and a fill unit configuration. I didn't change the right one, so let's change that. Let's change that. Let's set that. There. Let's try that. We'll save that for a minute. Right, just gonna do... oh, looks like the other guy is finished, so we'll get over to that in just a second. I'm gonna do a quick restart to get that in effect, because one thing I always find if I reload a vehicle or anything within on the map as it is now, it will end up crashing later. So just gonna reload it. And Larksman, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm not doing too bad. Hopefully you're well, sir. Welcome in, and hello, Mr. Coffeeman 101. What did I break this time? Absolutely nothing. I hope. We'll find out in a minute. But yes, if you guys not follow Mr. Coffeeman, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. Hopefully he will be back to streaming very soon. I know he's been doing a lot on PV County of late, so yes. Alright then. Oh, actually, while we're here, I'm going to have a quick look to see what we've been releasing today. We've got Trout Valley River. Ooh, Old America. Why? We've got that in the game. I don't know. Back. It's like, why add it as a mod? We have that in the game. Yeah, it's a... ooh, that's not bad actually. But I don't think it would fit in with my stuff. That maybe... not really. A beehive trailer? I'm sure we've had that back in 22 and possibly 19 as well. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, not a lot right there. Okay. Nothing's jumping out at me, so let's get back in and... oh, did I close... let me close the game down fully, just so that fully does take a effect. But yes, I'm not doing too... you're not doing too bad, Coffeeman? Good, glad to hear it. There we go. Let's reload you. So it'll be black for just a minute. I do apologize. It's just reloading now. Actually, let me stick that there a sec. Hello, Noisy Vibes. There we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Hello? Oh. See, this is what I'm looking at the minute. Nothing spectacular. Oh, there we go. It's kicked in now. But yes, we're going to be doing some grape harvesting. Hopefully we've got a good capacity now on there. So there. Start. Go. But yes. Joy fun, huh, guys. Don't know how to look at this. It should be fine as the same as the last one, so I can close that. But yes, what's everybody up to at the minute? What are you playing? What map are you playing if you're doing FS? Yeah. Also, my daughter, bless her cotton socks, has been playing oh, what you call it? Ark Knights Endfield the last couple of days. And definitely enjoying it. She got past the is it the first camp? I think Farmer Marks was at it the other day. It's like a refugee camp or something. You're back in Foundry. I thought you might be. Have they added the trains yet there, Green Thumb? I did hear They were adding trains, but I think that might... They have, okay. Cool. Cool. Mr. T. Miller! Hello. How are you doing, sir? Just wanted to stop in and say hello, and everything is getting back to normal. Have a good stream. Off to work. Catch you later. Okay, catch you later there, T. Miller. But good to see you back, buddy. But yeah, if you guys are not follow Mr. T. Miller, make sure to click that link. Give him a follow. Hopefully he'll be back to streamings very, very soon. He has been off a little bit recently due to illness, but yes, hopefully he'll be back to streaming with us. I failed 2 days ago. Oh, you fell the 2 days ago and hurt your back and neck. Oh, Mr. Kaufman. Well, I hope you got to the doctor or the hospital to have it checked out. You haven't tried them yet, Green Thumb? Okay. The choo-choos. Gotta try those choo-choos. Try the boss. Couldn't beat him, so got rid of the game. Sorry. Oh. Really? Actually, I think my daughter did say it was a little bit hard, but she was able to beat him. So it is possible. I'm trying to hold off till tomorrow. Okay. Yes, obviously, yeah, it'd be kind of nice during the stream to... First thing you see is you going through on a choo-choo train. That would be kind of cool. That would be a very, very cool start. Righty, let's see if that worked now. Where are we here? Enter. That's better. Yes. That's a lot better. I said, I'm not even sure if I'd have been able to get to the end of the stretch here before I'd need to unload, but that's fine. That's good. You, on the other hand, you need to come into here and start there. Right, my turn. So, engine on. Let me just back up a fraction. We'll lock that on and turn you on. So, yeah, so I'm going to have to do this all manually for turning around. There we go. Look at that. We're hitting 3 at the same time. That is kind of cool. If only it was a little bit faster, though. I'm trying to think. What did I set mine to? It was about 15 or something, I think. But I might do another quick edit and then reload. Where did I put mine? Oh, is it not in here? It might be under grape stuff still. Grapes. That's that one. That's my one. Works. So there's travel. Work speed 12. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit slower than mine, but we'll just carry on, hey. So that's the only thing with grapes I have noticed. You do have to keep it slow and steady. But yeah, one thing, I did make a decision. I am going to be getting rid of those olives this year. I'm not even going to bother harvesting them. I'm just going to get rid of them. Because I've got so much currently in storage. It's like bonkers. There we go. Actually, that's kind of interesting. That actually seems to turn around and come back on without hitting any issues. Interesting, because obviously I've been using like an edited version of the base game one, the harvester, and whenever it's turning around it seems to just clip every now and again on those end posts. We'll see how this gets on. We will have to see how this gets on. But yeah, King Mods, if anybody's interested in this little thing. But yes, thank you, Mr. Farmer Marks, for sending it over. Obviously, capacity-wise, there is a standard capacity of 10,000, an extra large capacity of 14,000. Obviously, I've just gone into the XML there and added a 0, so it's 100,000 and 140,000. So yes. Yeah, this will actually do Here we go. Let's bring it up in here. So this one, this is it right here. Then you have the two individual pieces on the side that you connect onto. This, for some weird reason, it has a different, like a white grape and an apple. So maybe it's set up for a particular map or something that has those as well. I don't know. But you do have obviously the option for grapes or olives. You got white grapes in there as well, and what apples. But yeah, I'm guessing there's maybe a map there that has white grapes and apples on it, where you can use this to harvest it. It's kind of weird though, because I've never heard of apples being harvested with a tunnel harvester like this before. It's usually shake, isn't it? But yeah, it's kind of cool. So on King Bod, so if you want it, contact Mr. Farmer Marks or check out Mr. Farmer Marks. He might be able to send it. What in the way? Nope, because I had a little look. It's actually got a fill type XML in it to register the apples and the white grape fill type. So obviously I've gone through my log a couple of times this afternoon since adding it, and yeah, I haven't come up with any errors or warnings. So it's kind of cool. And hello, Mr. Jers. Good evening to you too. Where are we? But yeah, obviously let me turn this off. But it's kind of funny actually, because when you're driving, it's like this. So yeah, when you actually connect, when you're at the vehicle shop, you have to come onto the back here to connect. I was actually going up the side of it trying to connect, and it wasn't popping up. It's like, what's going on? And I just, for some weird reason, I thought, why not just turn it around and drive up to it? And yeah, it will seem to work. But yeah, you can actually then select each, you can unfold it, and yeah, go for it. Yeah, the only thing I might do is maybe tweak the speed a little bit, but it's only a tiny fraction less than what I'm currently got going on my other harvester. There we go. But how is Mr. Jers doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully you're not getting blown away and swept away with all the winds and rain over there. We've had more rain today, more wind. It's like, really? But yeah, you might want to up the capacity as well. If you've got long rows like this, then yeah, you're probably going to need it. But yeah, if you're not following Mr. Jers as well, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. Hopefully we'll get to see him actually live one of these days. Or I might get to see him live, I don't know. But yes, he will have it maybe when he plays Farm Sim again one day. Actually, let's see if I can do it in cab view. Yeah, so it's basically this. The look of it is exactly the same as the base game one. It's just had a few edits added to it. So not bad, not bad at all. And the nice thing is, as you can see, it's working completely well with the base game GPS as well. So yay! Getting ready for flood, high tide. So yeah, high tide is gonna be a nightmare over there, isn't it? Because you're right on the coast as well, which won't help. Well, stay safe, buddy. Stay safe and get those sandbags ready. Snow here is 25 today. You got snow, Mr. Kaufman, as well, have you? Oh, okay. I know a lot of people over in America have been saying they've been getting a lot of snow. I think Mr. Big Daddy said the other day it was like 2 foot of snow. It's like crazy. But yes. But aye. Oh, one of the things I have been doing is I'm on the little island. Yes. Yes, you are, aren't you? So, oh. Well, I hope you got plenty of shopping in then. Obviously, if it gets flooded, then yes. It's going to be a bit of an issue getting out. Loads of junk. Yes, Firemarks, you can put the link in chat if you want to. You are a moderator now, so you can do. I gave you that privilege the other day. Haha, I'm watching my grass grow where I am in Canada. You're in Canada, ain't you, Psychosis? You're lucky. You are so lucky. Right. Where are we? I think it's that one. Yes. There we go. I've got how... Yeah, see? It seems to be very smooth going on to the grapes themselves, so... Yeah, I might be keeping this for a little while. I might. But yes, Mr. Shawnee has pinned it, so if anybody does want to grab this little harvester, it is PC only, bear that in mind, because it's off of a third-party website. Yeah, go for it. Or actually, in his case, it's Google Drive. But yeah, I might actually keep this instead of the one I usually use, so yeah. And obviously, you're happy to see you. I'm not in the FS19. I'm in 25, Mr. Coffee Man. Come on. I don't think I'll ever go back to 19, to be honest. I like to look to the future and play the current game. Obviously, that little time where I went back to PV County and Canyon Crossing and all that, yep, it was fine. But I think my time there is now done. So PV County itself, for me, is finished with. Obviously, I've got a full save game there that's got everything built. All the mines practically completely emptied. I've got all the bridges built over there. So it's not a big deal for me going back to that. Obviously, 22, same again with Canyon Crossing. I've got all the bridges built. Actually, no. I fib. I never actually got that final bridge built that was going to be by the fairground. If you guys remember that little spot, there's that little bridge at the bottom there. That's the only bridge I never actually built, I don't think. I might have to load that up and have a look, but yeah. But yeah, to be honest, 22 right now is finished with me. The only way I'd go back to 22 potentially is if DashNet came out with a new map for 22 instead of 25. That's the only way I would go back. But yeah, right now I would rather have a 25 map that actually worked nicely, had all the buildable bridges, all the buildable factories and stuff like that. But we will have to wait and see whether that will come out, that's for sure. We shall have to see. There we go, right then. Actually, I might do a quick reload and add in the enhanced vehicle mod just to keep this going and automatically turning around. I'm kind of curious how it works with the enhanced vehicle turning around. So I do still have it installed, but I don't have it active. So let's do a quick reload. If I thought about it when I did the last reload, should have done it then, added it back in then. But just remember, we do have fish and plinko! Exclamation mark fish and exclamation mark plinko, guys. Oh, hello. This hasn't happened in a while. Game just crashed. Wow, okay, that is weird. Interesting. Come on, close. Close. There we go. It's gone. Cool. It hasn't done that for me in a long time. Or it's kind of crashed when exiting. That is weird. But yeah, just to remind you guys, so as of Monday next week, the lurk bait, the fishing little game there, will be reset. And the top 5 names in the leaderboard at the end of next month will go into a draw to win either a Steam gift card or I'm thinking either the Season 1 pass for Farm Sim 25, or Season 2 should say, pass, or maybe the new DLC if it's announced before the end of the next month. I'm pretty sure I've got it here. Yes, it is enhanced vehicle. Cool. Go, go, go. I'll leave the speedometer, the speed at 10. Actually, it'd be fine. That should be fine. And hey, Rusty Nail, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you guys not follow Rusty Nail, make sure to click on the link. Game of Folly was last playing FS25 a while ago, but you never know what the future may hold. He may get back into streaming when he is feeling a lot stronger and better. But yes, weird. Might actually send that error into Giants and say, what the hell's going on? Any ideas? Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Come on, computer, you can do it. Yes, good. I just want to make sure that the log was still going, because it'd be horrible if that hung up. Oops. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's the point. I need to look at the preserve. Is it the preserve factory? Not the preserve. It might be the preserve factory for the onions that I put in yesterday. Look at this. See, this is almost bond. Yeah, the reason I want to go with the lurk bait, by the way, is I can just leave you guys to keep fishing and fishing and fishing. I don't have to keep an eye on Plinko and seeing who's closest and touching the star all the time. But look at that, 1,224 hours and 18 minutes on this particular save game. It should be a lot more, but oh well. After taking a few weeks off, it's been nice. But yes, next week I will be obviously doing Monday, Tuesday, Friday farming. Wednesday we will be going over to Aquarist. Yes, I've been playing that over the last couple of days, getting used to it and everything, so yep. Got a few things to show off over there. How about FS? Why would it, there is no FS26? You're talking nonsense, Mr. Coffee Man. Come on, and keep an eye on chat more as well. Yeah, exactly. That is very, very true. There we go. Yes, right then, we are back. Thankfully, nothing is too broken. Right then, let's see if we can get this working again. Oh man, I gotta remember. Jeez. Enter. Right then, here, turn that on. I gotta remember how to do this. Right control, was it? Turn that on. Go. Actually, if I put that on there, that'll keep me on the straight and narrow for the minute. There we go. I want you to go to -1. lock in. The only thing I need to do is the width. I think actually that should be right. It does say 9 meters, which is what it is, so we can turn this off for the minute. And see how we get on with that. So technically that should come down this row and no, which one is it? That, yeah, that row right there in just a second. Now I do need to set that to automatically turn there, which fingers crossed. Oh yes, I need to there. Set it after, I think 10 meters maybe. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how this works. You mean Farm Sim 25 roadmap is here, not 26, I don't think. The 26 is a mobile device game, Coffee Man. I would have thought. Mind you, I think, actually no, I think is it the Switch is Signature Edition. There is no actual 26. The Limit Breaker mod is my... Yes, I had a feeling that was it, because a lot of people have said the Limit Breaker has been causing them issues with servers. I don't know why. Both myself and Dave have looked at it and compared it against the in-game mod hub ones, and they're identical, so I don't know why they would work and not this one. Obviously, you could always go in, grab the ones off the in-game mod hub, Mr. Casketman, and how you doing, by the way? But you'd have to increase the amounts. The only problem is, with our Limit Breaker, it does have a breaker for trees and stuff included in it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah, that's working not too bad. Now how's it going to do here? Yep. Oh yeah, that works beautifully. I like that. But yes, how is Mr. Casket Man? Glad you actually, yeah, I had a feeling that it was going to be the Limit Breaker. I did mention that last night in your stream. But yeah, if you're not following Mr. Casket Man 20, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow, guys. But yes, Giants, yeah, feeling very frustrated, yeah. The only thing I can suggest is maybe a single player for the minute, or using another map on the server. But yes, yesterday was it? Giants put out a roadmap for this year. If you haven't seen it, so this is actually the roadmap for Q1 and Q2 of 2026, which is probably where Mr. Coffee Man is getting mixed up. It's not Farm Sim 26, it's the year 2026. So what is coming up this year? Obviously, we are going to have 4 new patches, which will be fully improved, which are basically full of improvements for the game. So maybe some of those errors and issues we've been having will get sorted out. We've got a free content updates coming 5 and 6 at some point in the next couple of months, which means more equipment and stuff, specialized equipment like it says here. Be interesting to see what they add in next. Also, we do have the year 2 season pass, packs 1 and 2 coming. So yes, obviously pack 1 is seeds that follow. So I'm guessing maybe some cedars. I don't know if they'd add any more crops, because also we did have onions with the last DLC that was released. So I'm guessing maybe some funny little cedars or something. I don't know, unique cedars. Pack 2 from Steel Shades, Life Fades In. See, reading that, I'm kind of thinking maybe some sheds or something. I don't know. Yeah, the steel shades. That could be like a shelter of some kind. I have no idea. So that is obviously for Farm Sim 25. Going forward, obviously, over the next couple of months, we do have many events. I think Llama has been going on over here in the UK, this week? So that's been going on. I think a few of the content creators actually did go over there, but I'm not quite sure who. Obviously, we've got events, PAX East in March, end of March there, so that's coming. We've got FarmCom 26, which I believe tickets are now available for selling. And then obviously going on some new content for the Signature Edition, which is obviously the one that is on the Switch, I believe it is. Is that the mobile and Switch? I can't remember if it's the Signature, both of them. But yeah, definitely the Switch 2, I should say. Not Switch 2. And something else as well. Maybe something mysterious is coming. Don't know yet. But yes, that is the current road map up until July. So obviously we've got lots of live streams coming up soon. So yeah, from Giants. So yeah, obviously got Benny and a guest star there. So there is the current season 2 pass information. Obviously, for those who pre-ordered, you should already have the JCB World's Fastest Tractor. But yeah, you've got these two coming up very, very soon. And then obviously the end of the year, we have this guy. I'm still sure somebody did say there was going to be a fourth one or a third one in here, but retracted the comment. So I don't know why they've dropped it down to 3 this year. Maybe they're starting to struggle. But yeah, looks like we're getting a new map again at the end of the year. Whether we're getting any new crop with that, I don't know. So we'll just have to wait until the end of the year. So that'll be sort of November for this new map to come out. But yes, fun. But yeah, 4,500 plus mods on the in-game mod hub for FS25. So it's getting there. So yes, jolly fun, hey? Right, go. Carry on. I did stop it just in case, so. But yes, that is what is coming up for this year. So yes, I wouldn't hold my breath for many fixes. Well, wow. I think the biggest issue right now is server issues that needs to be addressed. I just don't understand why. So, from what I remember, back I think it was around about pre-game update 1.6 or 1.5, something around there, maybe 1.8 the latest. Servers in PV Rivers worked perfectly fine. As soon as that patch came out with 1.8 or 1.9, I think it was, people started having issues, and it doesn't make any sense because, like I said, the limit breaker that we have for Rivers that Dave did is basically identical to the individual ones that are on the in-game mod hub. Yeah, they work fine, and yeah, but don't do as much, which is weird. I think it is funny that they already know they will have 4 patches. Yeah, it's weird. Well, they usually have a patch just before every DLC update comes out, so makes sense. Obviously, it's 3, and they usually have like 4 DLCs every year, so I guess they just automatically say, yeah, we're going to have 4 patches at least. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky, because obviously with my trees here, I'm not quite sure if it's going to have enough space. We'll see right now. I'm not going to touch anything. It should do it automatically. If it does, I may need to just bring it in a little bit. So right about there. Please, 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 please. Oh, just enough, just enough, just enough. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. But yeah, that works bloody well, I will say. And I do apologise if I accidentally swear, but yeah, I'm impressed with this little thing. Oh yeah, big capacity, go for it. But that's fine, I like this. I'm just going to sit here and relax. Actually, I could do this way. Nah, I'm going to keep it like that so you guys can actually see it. Now, how do you hide the... Oh yeah, I think it's in here. It's been a while. Show all lines. There. Automatically hide. That makes life easier. Alright then. Wouldn't it be interesting if they bring a base game mining? That would be interesting, depending on what mining they would do. That's the thing. Obviously, we've got the Silver Run map that has the iron ore. And obviously the Highlands Fishery map has coal. But that's more of just a palette. It's not really mining as such. But yeah, it would be kind of nice. It would be kind of nice if they did do their own mining option. It might improve. So this is one thing I've noticed actually. I was actually thinking back to FS19, FS22, FS25. Also, where Dagenet had the mines all filled with material. One of the big things, especially on county, up in the upper north where all those mines are, it does get a little bit laggy in places. But one thing I do remember is once a lot of that material was removed from the ground, the frame rates up in the upper area did improve a lot. So it's kind of like 25, where 25 is, it's got those little mounds as it were. What's a better option, having the little mounds or having a whole buttload? That's the thing. But we'll have to wait and see. Or they'll break the game 4 more times. Indeed, that's so. And not sure which ones of the mod hub I need to go for if I want to try. So the only two I can think of off the in-game mod hub casket would be the more placeable animal one and the more productions. Oh, I just had a sec. One sec. Let me see something. You might not even need that more production one that's on the in-game mod, because I believe the Braven's mod, the production storage control mod, has limit breakers in it. Let's see. Empty fill tabs and L10Ns. Nope. Scripts. Change limits. Okay, so in the production storage control mod by Braven, that has a limit breaker in it. I wonder. Let's see, what's this say? So number of objects limited. So it's got a bale limit breaker of 200. Huge math. Oh, okay, that's for Xbox and console. So it's not even on a console, so I don't know why it's even there. Pallet breaker on there as well. Number of productions 360. So fill type manager is 10. So the only thing that's really missing out of there would be animals. And then a tree one. So yeah, the other one. Oh. don't know. See, this is where we need Mr. Dashnet to compare them all. Event spawner in game, spawner storage. Yeah, so it does have a limit breaker for more productions in there. But yeah, the animals and trees and stuff are one of the big things. So yeah, 30,000. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure I've got more than 30,000. That's for sure. So that's probably why we got a limit breaker. I have interest. What is ours? PV limit breaker. It's been a while since I've actually looked at our limit breaker, in all honesty. Limit breaker. So, just looking at the lure for our limit breaker by Dashnet. Oh, good. So, husbandry. You can have up to 64 animal pens. Just so you guys are aware. Productions. Wow. 1,000 productions. Now, that is definitely the big hitter. And it kind of makes sense because obviously you got all the mines, all those little mounds are basically an individual production field type thing, I guess. Obviously, field type manager is 10. And looking at it, you have the tree limit breaker. Now this part I never quite fully understand, but there's a line there that says return num unsplit. So the unsplit, so uncut trees, I guess that is. It says 6840 plus 1,000, then asterisk 1,500. So if you can figure out the number for that, go for it. But yeah, that is pretty much what's in our limit breaker. So unless there's something in there that's messing it up, I don't know. But yeah, game limit 64, and the husbandry production is 1,000. Field type manager 10. I'm wondering if you were to get the in-game husbandry limit breaker off the in-game mod hub, changed it to 64, used the Bravens mod, but maybe edit the number to 1,000. Then the other thing is the trees, I suppose. But yeah, that is pretty much what is in the current limit breaker. But yeah, there's something definitely in there. Oh, hang on, let me bring that back up a minute. Something weird. 1.5 million, if that is. Yeah. That's a lot of trees. That is a heck of a lot of trees, if that is correct. But we all know that Mr. Dashnet loves lots of trees, doesn't he? Multiplayer support, true. Yeah, okay, so that is there, okay. I just wanted to check, make sure that was there. Default is 30,000, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's a tree limit break mod out there. An individual one. That's the only thing I can think of is looking into maybe some taking out the limit breaker and doing individual ones. Go Shawnee, go Shawnee, go Shawnee, oh yeah. Shake those chicken dances. Oh, that's how Yeah. Go for the production storage mod by Braven. Adjust the number to maybe 1,000 instead of the 34, whatever it is. The only other thing you'd need is like the animal husbandry mod. I think there's is it 34? I think it is on the in-game mod hub, or 60. It only literally doubles it. If you can find it. But yeah, the only other thing would be a tree limit breaker, if there's even one out there. Is it more animals? I think it's called mod. Nope, not that one. Where is it? 64 animal husbandry. You could grab that one. That's the individual one. Here you go. I'll pop that in. I'll send that over in Discord actually for you to try out. Social Discord. Casket there. So I've sent the animal one over to you in Discord, Casket. Give that one a try along with Braven's production mod with a slightly edit. Yeah, not quite sure about how to do the tree one. That's the only thing. I wonder if that's the issue where it has the 6840 plus the 1,000 times 50. Why can't you just set it to the amount you want? So 1.5 million. It's crazy. But yeah, if we can figure out, if Mr. Casket can figure out a workaround, that would be great for you guys, wouldn't it? Because it is a nice map. I will say that a lot of people have said they do like PV Rivers. And the production is max production points to 1,000. Yeah, give that a try. 1,000 in the lure. Production storage control. Yeah. And obviously, if anybody does have a server out there and want to give this a try, obviously, in-game mod hub, you have the production storage control mod. If you come into where it says scripts, at the top right here, you have change limits Lua file. If you actually open that up in like Notepad++, preferably, this is what Braven has basically set up. So right here we have slot numbers. So this will be for your bales. You don't need to worry about that. This is a limit breaker for pallets, which you don't need to worry about. But right here where it says production change manager number max productions points, if you change that 360 to say 1,000, same as what Mr. Dajnet does, save it and then load it up with maybe an edited version or even just the animal one off the in-game mod up, you might find that it works. Obviously, the only issue would be if you want to plant any trees, that could be a problem. But yeah, that is literally all you have to do. You don't have to worry about any of these. Just change that one right there and get rid of the limit breaker mod. Well, not necessarily get rid of it. Maybe put it onto the desktop somewhere so it's not in your folder or active. But yeah, that is a possibility. Because so this isn't one that I went through, and it's, yeah. See, that's what Mr. Dajnet has. Obviously, I quieted that out. Actually, I shouldn't show that one because that's the one I've been trying to mess with. Let's come into here. So our limit break, it basically does the same thing as that 64 animal pen one, and obviously what's in Braven. So there's the limit breaker. Here's the lure. So husbandry 64, production change is exactly the same word for word, 1,000. Field type manager, that is exactly the same as what that other one had. Let me get rid of that. 10. So that's your fill types. Obviously, this is the only part right here that would be a problem. I don't know if that's what it is, maybe. The tree limit break. I wonder if you actually took that or quieted that off and load that onto a server, whether it would work. I can't remember the exact how many trees were on rivers when it was released. I've cut loads down and planted tons, so that's the problem. Anyway, gameplay. But yeah, if anybody does get it working, let me know. And let me know what you did too. Yeah, the worst thing is I don't do servers, so oh, that's a point. So obviously I don't have a server company, but if I was to say share this save game as it is, would I be able to connect to it via the multiplayer side of things? I just realized something. I didn't remove the didn't add the update mask and all that. You're taking out, so I hope you have a great. Yeah, no worries, Mama. Do you go for your nap? I had my little nap earlier on. You go for it. You go for it, and I will try and have a great stream. I just suddenly realized that. There. Pro. Yes, obviously I added the 0 on, but I didn't add update mask equals false onto that. Right, fill unit configuration right there. Update mass equals false. Copy that. Let's save you a sec. Right, let's stop you there a minute. Now, let's save that right there because I'm pretty sure this is going to crash the game. I'm going to do a reload of the vehicle while I'm still in game. Now, usually I find in a little while the game will actually crash because of doing this. I'm going to give it a try just to see if we can remove that weight and see if it helps any. F12 vehicle selected, that one. Oh, that's new. Reload, yes. Successfully reloaded XML and i3D for this. Okay, just in case. Just in case. Right, let's turn that back on. Go forward, and there we go. Let's get rid of those. Well, where are you going? Where's my lines gone? Show me my lines. And hang on, stop, will ya? Jeez. Ugh. Right, so I need you rotate it a little bit more. Oh, that's what I did. There. But you across. Go. That's working. That's fine. Right, let's try and get this set back up. So I had it at 10 behind. No headlands. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. You're locked in, so hopefully that should turn to the left to 1 now rather than -1 before. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Oh, no, it won't because I haven't set it. There we go. Cool. That's better. It's actually moving again. Isn't that nice? Right, we are on game screen. Yes, we are. Good. But yes, this is definitely a nicer way of doing it, I will say. See, another option I was just thinking about as we're heading down here, you could always have follow me going with a hired helper behind you on the another row. Obviously, if you had just a single one, the base game one, you could use follow me, offset it to follow. Obviously, by the time you fill up, it should work. Remove the tree part and put that in it. And we're now trying to reset the mods to see how. Okay, so it's the tree limit part that's actually causing the issue. Interesting. Very interesting. So maybe the way that it's set up with the 3 different numbers is screwing it up a bit. Okay. So yeah, if Mr. Dashnet's out there, can he fix it, please? I don't know. Oh, okay. So this is for you guys who love to go onto third-party websites. I have a project for you. So whether Farmer Marks, Dead Soul, or any of you guys, is there a tree limit mod breaker out there on a third-party website, a standalone one? I'm kind of curious how, if there is one out there, how it is set up. Yeah. Has ModHub got a tree limit breaker mod, is it? Really? Really? Mods. I've never actually seen one personally, but let's have a look. Trees. Increase tree limit. Okay, I see you. I got you. I'm going to download that. Let's have a little look at you. Yes, I just grabbed it. Thank you very much there, J Gaming. And how you doing, buddy, by the way? I'm kind of curious how that is set up number-wise, because it could just be a simple mathematical equation or something that isn't quite being calculated correctly. So, let's see. Increase tree limit. Wow, holy heck, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Oh my goodness. Can that be? Yeah, so that's return 30. See, this is where I'm now confused. I have no idea. P limit breaker. So, see if we can work this out. Let's pause the game a second. Go to desktop. Determined to try and get this working, guys. I really am. So, obviously, this is our limit breaker. Right here, we have the G tree plant manager, can plant trees, function, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, this part right here is the bit that's telling the game to increase the tree limit break, as it were. Okay. But for some reason, whenever it goes onto server, this is basically, this section right here is the one that is causing the issue. Now, if I bring up the lure for that tree script that's on the in-game mod hub, it's a whole different kettle of fish. It's huge here. Obviously, you got return 30,000 right there. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if you were to edit these, maybe that would increase the amount. Obviously, got G3 amount there. Hey, Gamer Paul, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. On mission start, I think it's something to do with this right here. Also, you got your tree, no, then. I don't know if you were able to maybe copy that section there and replace it in our limit break, this part right here. I don't know if that would work, I don't know. Or even just copying all of that maybe in, just to see if whether that would work. Then maybe change that number right there. Desire max math dot max 1 to number desire max or 30,000. Yeah, because obviously if Mr. Dave has his set to whatever that would be. What was it? 1.5 million. Yeah. See, I'd say it's just really this last section. Increase tree limit, no, this part, yeah. I'd probably say just maybe try and copy that section there and give that a try and see if that would work with the server. And maybe just edit that number or one of these numbers. Local function, read max from mod description. Oh no, that's the other one. That one. There you go. Yeah, so that is 100,000 there, it says. So what you could do is take that, for example, put that into the limit breaker mod description, maybe edit this so it's like 1.5 million, for example, and then just copy that section there. You might need that part as well, actually. But yeah, you could give that a try, or even just edit this whole thing in the mod description right there, for example, and do that. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, if you get it working, let me know. I can always have a little play around myself if Mr. Dave isn't able to. I don't know if he's out there lurking. He might be. Be kind of nice if he was able to chirp in and fix it. For us, so anyway. Unless Mr. Green Thumb Farmer can do it, because I know he's looked into some lure scripting. Yes. Oh, actually, that was Casket, not J Gaming, but yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not a moderator, Jay. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Hopefully you're... Oh, hello. Did that not quite line up properly? No, it didn't. Okay. There we go. So kind of worked okay on that turnaround. It did, unfortunately, just catch a little bit because it is slightly off. I wonder if I can take it across fraction. Oh, that's why. Oh, yeah. No, it's alright. It's set to the 9-meter work width. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? But yeah, if you had the maybe the three individuals, that might work. Or just use the limit break, our current limit break, and remove that tree part and use the one off the in-game mod hub with a slight edit. Could work. Until it fixes work setup. What was I going to look at? I was going to look at something. I can't remember now. Oh man. There.
Hello there.
Hello there, Mr. Vortex. How are you doing, sir? Okay. Complete all. Yes. I never seem to look at the mod view for the stream. There's a few things in there. But yes, we are grape harvesting. Look at that. Oh, look at that. We got 3 tunnels going. Ain't that cool? If you want this, it is PC only. Mr. Farmer Marks did share it earlier. There's a link in chat for anybody. So if you like doing grapes, this might make it even more worthwhile rather than using those silly little greenhouses that are out there. Just saying. But yeah, actually what I should do is copy it over onto YouTube as well. So, but it can be found on King Mods if you want to support the original creator thinking about it, which I think I'll leave for you guys to get. But yes, there we go, there we go. Are you gonna be okay this time, hopefully? Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Why didn't I get this sooner is all I can say. Right then, actually, while I'm going up and down, hopefully staying there, I'm actually going to make a start on clearing some of this. And my headset is having a funny 5 minutes. Oh. The game's having a funny 5 minutes. And there goes the game. Oh, bugger, I knew it was going to happen. It's saying that they're corrupted. Are they both zipped up, I take it? That is weird. Maybe it's because they've been edited compared to the... They're zipped up, okay. That is weird. Might have to have a little look at them. So I'm guessing as they're not... as they're corrupted, they're not going to load up the server then. That is weird. I'm kind of curious. Multiplayer, create game, that game save users. See, this I don't get. I've got the mods on my computer already. Why do I have to download them again? Okay. Oh, is it because these two are unzipped? Is that what it is? Oh, let me change screens just a second. Let me go to the starting screen in a sec. Okay. Kind of curious. I'm kind of curious whether I can load up a save game through the multiplayer myself. Send you what I have? Okay. Ooh, that looks horrible. What was that? I don't know. Maximum open you. Mod description. Oh, that is crazy. That is 2 million. Oh my goodness, Mr. Casket. Oh, yeah, that should be more than enough. Oh, actually, let me see something. You have a zipped folder within a zipped folder, Casket. That's probably what it is. Let me come back here. So, let me get rid of this one a second, because that's the original. This is the one that Mr. Casket just sent me. Let me rename that a sec. But yeah, if I was to unzip this a second, you've got it within another one. So what you'd need to do is basically copy that, and then just select those and then compress them. Then rename that folder and then put that onto your server. So if I click into that, it's just got the 3. So that will sort that. That's why that one's corrupted. And I'm probably guessing the same. Yeah, same with the limit break there as well. Yep. Yeah, if you do both the same way, just select that, zip it up, and then name it PB25 Limit Breaker. Same as the original there. Yes, that's why it's corrupt. Bless you. Now, I did see a few errors popping up there. But what's interesting is I can load up my save game through the multiplayer. Fine. Which is weird. How can that be? So if I just went into the multiplayer option. Let me just see what the errors were out of interest. I did see a few popping up. Bales not. Oh yes, the bales. Yes, it's because I've got it unzipped. So yeah, okay. But that's interesting. That I was actually able to go onto the multiplayer through the in-game mod hub with my own save game, and as you can see, I've been able to load up fine. Which is, yeah, crazy. I don't know if it works different with an actual external server, but that's weird. And no, I'm not giving out that password. Or my mods, because I've got a lot of edited mods in here too. But right, let's crash that. Let's go back into my save game. But yes. Yes, give that a try, Mr. Casket. Yeah, obviously, whatever you're doing, any modding of any kind, make sure that you obviously first have the correct name for the mod. Go into the actual folder itself, select all the individual documents within it in folders and such, and then zip those up. For your bale storage, is it easy to add alfalfa to it for different maps? It's pretty easy, to be honest. Just copy one of the recipes and change it to alfalfa or dry alfalfa, depending on whatever the map states it is. If you're thinking like Uncharted or one of the other maps that has alfalfa, yeah. Yes, label it exactly the same. So yeah, the PV25 underscore limit breaker. Yeah, name it exactly the same, Mr. Casket. Yep. Do I have it here? Oh, bale storage. Which one's this? So yeah, this is my big one. So yeah, Mr. Vortex, if you come into the XML, just scroll down, copy one of these, for example, productions, the whole section. Put it maybe underneath. And then just change this to like alfalfa, and then alfalfa. Depending on what it is, you may need to go into the map to get the correct spelling as well, because sometimes they'll change it in L10N, for example. So if you go into the map, find the field types XML within the map, and copy it from there. So you could have alfalfa. There was usually a dry alfalfa as well. But yeah, you just need to add the alfalfa to here. Maybe have just the one. And then alfalfa on the output as well. You'll need to add alfalfa into the storage section. Dry alfalfa. If they've got a silage alfalfa, you might need to want to add that as well. But you also need to add it into the triggers. So if you just highlight, say, the grass, for example, wherever the grass windrow is, make sure to add into each of those sections as well. Obviously, with this one, it does have the loose fill station on that pipe on the output. You might want to add it in there as well. But yes, it's very, very simple, to be honest. It really, really is. But yeah, if you have any issues, let me know. I do have Uncharted Valley, which does have alfalfa in it, and I think it's got dry alfalfa, so I could always do one for you if you needed. Yes, there we go. Yes. No worries. Right then. Let's give this a try, shall we? Let's hope we get a bit further to the end. We might actually get to the end of the grapes by the end of the stream, guys. Right, we'll just wait for this to kick back in. But yeah, this is my single player, so don't please ask for any passwords to get on here because it's not up there. But yeah, I don't get it. How was I able to do a multiplayer through the in-game itself and load up this save game fine? Yet people on servers aren't able to do that. See, this is why I don't like multiplayers, because they break my head. They really do. They hurt my head, I should say, rather than break my head. Right. Okay, so yeah, we did lose a little bit, but that's fine. So, give the wheel a wiggle. Right, let's see. So, just bring that across a bit, lock that in. Oh, just line that up correctly. That's around about right. Yep, that's fine. So we do need to set that to automatically turn. But we are going to go into here. We're going to set that to beyond, or behind, you say, at 10 meters out of the field. Click OK. So what that should do is it will leave the actual field, and when it hits the 10 meters, it will automatically turn and come back down. Hopefully the right. Oh, nope. Need to go to the other side. To the minus. Oh, see, it's now changed to -1. It was 1 earlier, it's now -1. So yeah, it should come to this lane right there. Okay. It's been a while. It's jogging my memory, this enhanced vehicle thing. There we go. So that should be fine. Actually, one thing I can do is, now that that's set up, is turn that on to hide the tracks. And it'll make me look like I'm a professional grape harvester. Right, I will give it a go first to try and... Okay, yeah, no worries, Mr. Vortex. No worries. Now, we are on gameplay. Yes, we are. Let's do fish and plinko. Yep, they're working still. Good. Yes. Oh, I just realized we're getting very, very close to 1,700 followers, guys. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Let me bring up... in a second, I'll see if I can bring up the leaderboard, see how you guys are doing. Obviously, this is going to be the final one for this month. Obviously, next week, obviously, Lurkbait will be reset for the competition. So let's see, we've got Andy the Farmer at the top with 31,000, Dead Soul with 24. Shawnee, oh my goodness, only 6,000. Hopefully you've got those fingers ready to rock and roll next month. Mr. Farmer Marks at 5,000, just behind Shawnee. Then Mamadou at 5. Mr. Jers at 6. Mr. Hectate at 7th. Green Thumb Farmer 8th. Rusted Nail 9th. Me at 10. Wow! God. Look at that. But yeah, you see, there's a lot of people who maybe do it once. And yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But we're still going. Look at that. Oh yes, that's what I was going to do. Right, he should be fine for the minute. So we'll come into here, and I want to make a start, if I can, on removing these. I might have to do this. Oh, come on! Stop! 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 Be a nice. Oh, is that clumps of 3? Really? That used to only be clumps of 1. Yeah, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Look at this. Oh, it's a little bit laggy, actually, trying to remove these whilst going. But I might have to do this off screen. But yeah, all of these olives will be going bye-bye.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Oh, that's a little bit better. Actually, I think they made it a little bit nicer to demolish these. And Mr. Jers, I'm trying to make my dreams come true. That seems to have fixed it. I have been able to log in. Fine. Okay, that's good. That's great, Mr. Casket. Cool. Okay. Okay. May have to do it. See if we can. If Mr. Dave's around later, I might jump in Discord with him and have a little chat to see if we can figure out that tree issue then. Instead of having all 3. Yeah, I might be messaging you later. I know you're going to be probably streaming at some point, but yeah, I might be sending you a message saying, do you want to test this out with a new limit breaker? Unless Mr. Dave is already out there having a look at it to get it to work. But well, at least you got it working. That is the main thing. That is definitely the main thing. There. Oh man, this is nasty. Come on. Just delete them. Yes, I think this is one game where I wish you could do like a drag out and just delete the whole bleaking lot. Where am I anyway? Still going, I think. Yep. I might do this off screen actually because it's going to be a pain. Either more grapes, or I might just turn it back into a field temporarily. I'm not quite sure yet, Mr. Vortex. But yeah, right now I have what, nearly 300,000 litres of olives in storage, and they're not getting used up that quickly. So yeah. So yeah, not quite sure yet. Might add more grapes because that's one thing I have noticed that runs out within a few months in game. So don't know. Yeah, I don't fully know yet. Obviously, having this harvester now, where it's harvesting 3 rows at a time, makes grapes less boring, should we say. And yeah, I do apologise if it came through, but I did sneeze a minute ago. I think I muted it, but should be fine. But yes. Yes, that is going to be fun. I know it took me a good, half hour to an hour just to put those olives down originally. Same with the grapes. So, yeah. It was about a good half an hour. And it was like, 60 odd rows? That's a lot of blinking grapes. That really is. But yeah, I don't want to bore you guys too much during this stream. I'm only here for a couple of hours, so yes. But I did notice that my hired helper has now finished doing the long grain rice field. Oh, that's one thing I was going to look at. What do I want? I want that, don't I? Yeah, productions. And I was going to look at... What is it? Is it I'm pretty sure it was it the preserve. Was it the preserve? It's off the Highlands Fishery. That's no, it's the other one. Vegetable processing plant. That's one. So we do have onions in here, 240,000 liters. So I can do this. Let's see. So we do have fried onions. We could use canola oil. We can use olive oil. I don't think I've got any rice oil, but I do have all of them. So I might as well activate all of them. That just needs onions. That needs just onions. Okay. So time to activate and see what comes on all over. Okay, that's that. Let me just check the oil place. An oil mill right there. So we do have olives in there, plenty. See, it's always topped up. We do have canola being worked. We do have sunflowers being worked. So if any of that wants to distribute over, that'd be fine. Logistics, so PFs, not PFs. Barrel logistics, isn't it? L, the wrong way. Logistics. Just out of interest, what do we have any olive oil in here? Oh, olive oil. No. Okay. So yeah. So we've got canola oil there. We do have sunflower oil. So hopefully something might get made there and sent by actually in probably about half an hour in game, just to get it up and running. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's a little bit extra money, which is nice. But yeah, I think I've got plenty of onion now for quite some time. So not going to need any probably next year. One of the things I do want to look into is things like the spinach, to see how that much I've got that left. I might be planting a field or two next year. And some of the more of the root crops. Ooh. Thinking about it, where are we? Just had a thought. It should show in here, wouldn't it? Maybe? Look at that. Yes, look, see, olives. 398,000 litres still in storage somewhere. That's crazy. That is bonkers. Anyway, spinach. Let's see. Will this say if I've got spinach? Spinach. It should do, I would have thought. Spinach. Okay, I got 2.3 million litres still. Okay, I don't need any spinach next year, so that's fine. I do have some spinach bags at some point. Oh, that's a point. Out of interest, anything for selling in September? Let's have a look. So we do have some oatmeal stout to sell at some point. Oh, geez. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, basically the fog. We got, yeah, what's that wild? Oh, it's the Pepsi, isn't it? So we got booze, we got pop, we got tobacco. Look at that. See, if I went through and sold the September stuff, I would have a good, I don't know, another 50 million. If anybody wants any, let me know. Hey, PJ, how you doing, sweetheart? And Mr. David W. Gamer Paul. PJ Trap is lurking. Did she even say hello? I have no idea. It's terrible. She just comes in and says lurk. How rude is that? You need to get back into playing FS25. Not played it since June last year. Yeah, I took a bit of a break out earlier in the year, Gamer Paul. Just took a few weeks off. It was kind of nice, but yeah. Going forward, my plan is to do Farm Sim 3 days a week. So Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. But then Wednesdays, for the minute anyway, I'm going to be doing something else. Obviously, next week we currently have penciled in Aquarist, which we'll be going back to. Obviously, I did stream it, I think, once before, but it's obviously since then a lot has happened. Obviously, I've got out of that little basement studio place. I might actually show you in a minute. Actually, I could do it now while this is going up and down. I might be able to do both. Yeah, it is Aquarist, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's see if this will actually load up. Hopefully. It's been a while since I've been able to get both to run at the same time. Actually, what I might do is just pause this a sec. Go to desktop. It is. The link's in chat there, David W, if you want it. Farmer Marks downloaded off of, I believe... oh crap! What did I say it was? What site was it? Oh, my brain has just gone dead. It's terrible. Yeah, it's pinned anyway. It's on his Google Drive at the minute. One thing I did do, I did change the capacity on this thing though. Oh, fudge monkeys! King Mods, yes, King Mods. It was originally on. If you want to get it from there, but yeah, obviously Farmer Marks has it up there pinned from his Google Drive. Right, let's see if this is going to load up. I'm going to show you my progress currently on this game. Obviously, there's something I want to show off from the start. Next week, which I'll explain in just a second. Let's get there. So yes, if you guys remember this game, yes. So continue. I can't remember where I was. Okay, we're at the gallery. Okay, so this is just a quick one. So we want to go here. So I think this is actually what I was working on the last time I actually streamed the game. But yeah, obviously I'll go into more detail on Wednesday. But if I come here, obviously there's a whole load of things now. Obviously the basement is where you pretty much start off. Also, like I said, we were doing the exhibition during my, oh no, it was the Japanese Garden was the last time I streamed the game. But obviously I did show off a little bit of the exhibition. Obviously I've now gone into doing the Oceanarium. That is pretty much now fully set up. I think I just need to add a few more fish into it, but I'll show more in there later on. I unlocked the underwater museum just yesterday. I've been doing a little bit there, just to get it up and tidy. But yeah, the big thing I want to show off next week is going to be things like the supermarket, getting that set up, and possibly even jumping into the laboratory. So yes, we can create our own fish in the laboratory. Now I don't know if those fish are created in here can be moved into these as well. It'd be interesting to see if it does or not. But yes, there's a whole lot of going on, and obviously they just recently released the new Arctic DLC here. But yes, I'm going to jump into the Oceanarium briefly. Just to show you where I've got to. I've pretty much now got, I think, all of the tanks set up, so it's a little bit laggy because I've got Farm Sim running. But yeah, I've got all 4 tanks in here now set up. So I've got piranhas over here. We have Oscars in here with some catfish. Got some coral fish going on here. I think there's lionfish and stuff in here. They're kind of lonely. This I kind of want to try and maybe do a little bit more with. It's more of like a freshwater tank setup. So we've got obviously the angelfish in there. We got some gourami. We got some guppies in here. There is a couple of little pleckies as well in there. But yeah, it's definitely coming on quite nice. This is the thing that really got me. I love this little tank. I want one in my own home one day. It's very simple at the minute. I need to do a lot more of the landscaping, get rocks in, get plants in, stuff like that. It took me ages to figure out the temperature, how to set up the temperature, and then I realized the thermometer or the thermostat is right there. So if anybody's playing this game, this particular thing, if you want to adjust the temperature, it's literally just as you walk in right there. But yeah, in here we have a great white shark. Actually, here we go. Let's open up the thing. So so there you go. Great white shark. He's happy. We have some star darters, which are all happy. We've also added in recently some jellyfish, and these are like another form of jellyfish. They have all the long tentacles coming off the back of them, that we got from one of the challenges. So they're all happy, which is kind of nice. Obviously got my automatic feeder for the meat up there, so Mr. Sharky doesn't eat the other fish. I have now also got the cafe fully unlocked. And the nice thing is you can actually sell teddies of sharks in here. We can do the little blue tang plushie, which is quite cute. Is that all of them? Yep. We have a goldfish plushie, as well as a little turtle plushie. We can sell coffees here. I haven't quite got around to unlocking this thing yet, so still getting there. Maybe something to look at some point. Now, one thing I will say is, with the cafe, you get this little safe. You've got to smash the crap out of it, and you get extra extra money, I should say. I'm hoping we'll be able to add more tables along the way, but that's still a work in progress. And then this is what I finished last night. I call it the little tunnel of fish. Obviously, next week I'll go more into detail, but yeah, we've got some shrimps in here. Lots of shrimps. We have some, was it glowfish or something like that? Yeah, glowing blue fish and red ones. We got some electric fish up here. And I've tried to keep it kind of similar to what their original landscape would be. So wherever they live, kind of try to keep it similar to that. We've got some jellyfish in here with some corals and stuff with automatic feeders. And here is my arapaima. There is, I think, there's 5 arapaima in here currently. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So obviously, I know arapaima are mainly in like rivers and big lakes. So I've kind of tried to keep it very open up for them. But yes, it's fun. Love it. But one of the things I did find out is if you go to the computer here, once you get into this little room, you can actually go to a research ocean, I think it is, or something, where you can actually unlock other fish to bring back here. So, for example, the jellyfish that are in here, so there's one right there, the little blue dude, you can actually unlock them by going into these other jobs, as it were. But yes, it's getting there. It's getting there. That is for sure. I wonder. In here, I'm pretty sure I unlocked a turtle as well. So there is a turtle that I've unlocked as well, which could go in here possibly. I'll have to have a look at all the specs to make sure that that is compatible with Mr. Sharky, actually. But I'm pretty sure he should be fine. But the nice thing is, I can have a turtle or two if I want to. But yes, I will cover all this next week. Obviously, one of the things I tend to try and do each day is to go through each of the different bases or places. So I'll literally go to the basement shop first, make sure all the fish tanks are fine there. I'll then go to the exhibition, make sure they're all fine. The Japanese garden I'll pop to. I'm not really doing too much there, to be honest, but I do need to work on getting the, I think it's the XP for the visitors up higher. It's dropped a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. So that's something to look into. I do know there is 2 other tanks I need to finish off in there as well. They've got a little tunnel kind of similar to the shark one there that I need to get in and finish off. That could be why it's not hitting at 100%. But yes, I made a little start on this. It's kind of cool. I haven't got the tank even set up, but I've done some dinosaur bone cleaning and some other bits and pieces, which I'll explain more next week. But yeah, this is what I'll be carrying on with on Wednesday and over the weekend. So yes, it's kind of a cool game actually. If you like fish keeping, I would recommend that game for you guys. It is very, very cool. I know Mr. Dashnet showed it off, and yeah, it kind of got me into it as well. And I'm kind of going back into it now, which is like nearly a year later. But with that being said, I am going to carry on harvesting these guys. It shouldn't take too much longer, actually, with this harvester. I might unload it when I get to the end, though. But yeah, if you guys want to grab the link now for Mr. Green Thumb, from Mr. Farmer Mark, I should say, go for it. Mr. Shawnee did pin it in chat. Otherwise, go over to King Mods. But yeah, obviously I upped the capacity, like I said. But if you've got enhanced vehicle, you can set it to go back and forth. And to be honest, what's that, about an hour and a half maybe, just to do this little? Yeah, one thing I would say is be very careful of your working speed, because if you go too high, it will start missing pieces. But so far, it had one little hiccup, which it wasn't quite lined up correctly on the previous line. So, but overall, when turning around, this is done pretty well. That's not bad, actually. That is definitely not too bad. But yes, I'm going to leave you right there. I'm going to get you unloaded. We'll save that and get over to the ending screen. I do apologise, I didn't have Plinko and Fish up there, but yes. But anyway, big, huge thanks to all you guys for coming out today. Like I said, next week I'm going to be doing 3 days of Farm Sim, 1 day of a different game, obviously starting off with Aquarist. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any other games. I might just stick with the 2 this month coming. So, yes, over the weekend I will be resetting lurk bait ready for Monday, so you guys can start earning those leadership points, I guess. You are very welcome, and thank you for your help as well, Mr. Casket. You are an absolute star. Now that I've kind of got an idea, might be able to get into Discord with Mr. Dashnet to try and sort out a new limit breaker so it actually works on servers. But at least we narrowed it down to the trees. The tree breaker being the issue. But with that being said, let me find. Why would I do that, Shawnee? Why would I do that? Anyway, let's see if we can find someone to raid out to. Because, yes, unfortunately I do need to jump off. I've got things to do. And, yes, I do see... Ooh, I see somebody on Uncharted Valley. Mr. Soft Stuff is back on Uncharted Valley, if you haven't followed him. He is a UK streamer, so same as me, but he's over on JD Fans map. Should we go see him today? Because we haven't raided over to him for a while. The last time I seen him live, he was doing Discord stuff, so, yeah. Not Discord, Blender stuff. That, was it a bus or something? So, yeah, I think we'll go over and see him today. So, where is my screen gone? But yeah, make sure that you check out Mr. Casket Man, guys, because he is a great content creator. He does American Truck Simulators. He's doing Farm Sim at the minute. I'm not quite sure what he'll be streaming today, but yeah, if he goes live. But it's definitely well worth checking him out. But he's not PG, so if you're easily offended, you may want to stay away. But there is his link. And while I'm at it, I'm going to give Mr. Farmer Marks a quick shout out. We'll give Mr. Green Thumb Farmer a shout out. And also the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dashnet. I do know he was actually streaming over on his other Twitch account earlier. His Christian music thing. Right then, let's get this raid underway because I'm just going to keep yakking and yes, my wife's going to slap the back of my head in a minute, probably. Where the heck did he go? Oh, there he is, right at the bottom. But yeah, you guys have a great weekend. Make sure to check out Mr. Everybody who goes live. I'm not sure about today, wife and night tonight, but probably trucking and farm sim right now. Alright, yeah, well, either way. Go over and check Mr. Casket Man, and yes, you never know. He might surprise you. But until next week, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Maybe in chat, I don't know, somewhere over the weekend. But until then, bye for now.